Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our April Camp Directors Chat. We will get started momentarily. If you were looking for the Camp Carpenter breakout, please put CC next to your name. If you are looking for GSR, you're just going to stay right in place. Again, welcome to the April Camp Directors Chat. We will get started momentarily. All right, Phil, I think we can get started.
Yeah, we'll catch anybody up who comes in late. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Phil Donovan. If you don't know me, I'm the Vice President of Camping for the Daniel Webster Council, and I want to thank you for joining us tonight to have a camp director chat. You all know Drew Wadlewski. He's up in my top left, my screen, so you can give him a wave. And we got a note from Joe Conti from Camp Carpenter just a little while ago. He's been at camp school getting his credentials all in place. He just walked in the door a few minutes ago. I don't think we'll be able to meet with him tonight, but standing in for him is Kelly Wood. So she will be hosting the Camp Carpenter breakout session. So we've got just a short number of days left before camp opens. I saw Mr. Kotalik on the I don't see it on right now, but he usually knows exactly how many days before camp opens, so maybe he'll join us and tell us exactly what the time frame is for camp. But
Phil, we are 55 days from week 1, day 1 GSR.
There you go. 55 days, you said?
Yes, sir.
It's going fast. So I don't want to waste any more of your time. I'm going to hand it over to Drew for some general information, and I'll remind you if you could just put if you want to go into the Camp Carpenter breakout, just put a CC or something next to your name, and Amanda will take care of that and make sure you get into the right room. So, Drew, they're all yours.
Good evening, everybody. A couple of things for everybody to I'll go over some information about Black Pug and Camp Docs. And then we'll split off into our groups. If anybody has any questions, please put it in the chat and Amanda will do her best to answer them, or I will get back to you and answer those questions for you. So Black Pug, we know that is our new registration system, and it looks like everybody's been registering without many problems. We've been very quick to answer anybody's issues and trying to fix whatever issues that you have with registrations, and getting on top of those those types of things. We will go into the program aspect on the GSR breakout, but I just wanted to touch base on the Black Pug issues. Is there anybody on here that's having problems with Black Pug or does not know that we are using Black Pug for registering our scouts for Camp Carpenter and GSR? Okay, excellent. So next, Camp Docs. I know we've been waiting a while for that. Camp Docs is what our med forms will be going through. John, Grace, and myself will be going, having meetings with Camp Docs this week, and we are looking for a push to open Camp Docs by May 15th or sooner. That is where med forms will be going into. It's all digital, and leaders will have access to their rosters to see which parents have put in their med forms, which ones are complete, which ones aren't complete. It's a pretty detailed system. That is where all of our allergies will go in, all of our dietary restrictions for both camps will go in through that system, so we can give it to our both camps' dining halls as well as those that are cooking in their sites. That will be able to have all those dietary restrictions 2 weeks prior to camp coming in, and we'll have everything set and squared away for those scouts that have those issues. So again, Camp Docs, May 15th or sooner. There will be tutorials that will go up and they will go out with the invitations for everybody. Each troop will have an individual invitation to go into Camp Docs. And then they can, just like with Black Pug, you could do kind of a parent portal and push it out to your parents to do the same thing. Camp Docs and Black Pug talk to each other, so it's not like you have to be redundant and put in your parents' information again. All of that will be in Camp Docs from Black Pug, so it'll just be a click and send, and it'll be very painless and very easy. So I hope, I'm going to knock on wood right now. Again, it is all new systems to us, and we're learning it. They've both been around. Black Pug's been around since 2012, I believe, and Camp Docs has been around longer than that. So they are both very, very good programs, so we're very happy to have them in place. So if anybody has any questions on either one of those, Camp Docs or Black Pug, please let me know. Amanda will put my email address in the chat for you. That goes for Carpenter too. If you have any questions for Black Pug or Camp Docs, please reach out and I can answer whatever I can for you all. With that, I just want to say thank you all for coming in tonight. We have 55 days away. This is our last camp director chat for this season, and then we go into pre-camp meetings. Pre-camp meetings for GSR are always 13 days prior to the day of you coming, the Monday, 13 days prior to you coming. It is in the leader's guide, and I believe it's in the program guide as well. So if anybody doesn't have any questions on anything with Camp Docs or Black Pug, we will go ahead and split off. And can we not ask questions now? If you have a question, Laura, you can ask the question now.
Hi, I am going to be registering Troop 9 boys for the camp out. So this Camp Docs, are we going to be getting the medical link for all the parents to be filling in, so I can simply just forward that link to all the parents, and then they will obviously put the information in themselves? Is that
Yes,
how I'm
that is,
understanding this?
yes, that is correct.
Okay. And then I had emailed you a while ago. I just was curious, when is the deadline for us to be registering the boys for their sign up on their merit badge request?
There is no deadline. I believe that deadline we put to June 15th for programming. And if my program directors will reach out to you if they don't have it by the end of May.
Oh,
So
so we can even be registered. I don't even know how to like go in and register them.
all right, is your troop registered for camp?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Why don't you shoot me an email and we can get the program directors to reach out to you directly and they can help you with that.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I have the same question. I didn't know that we could sign up the kids now for their merit badges. So how do we do that, or how do I?
We will talk about that when we go into the GSR breakout section.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what Lori was just asking. I was trying to clarify.
No, that's okay. We're gonna still continue to talk about programming and GSR, Valerie, when we go over to the program side. So why don't we go ahead and split off? We'll send Carpenter and have them have their own section, and GSR, we can go over programming like we had planned on for this evening.
Hey,
So-
Drew, before we separate, somebody did ask a question that might be relevant to everybody. Jessica asked if a scout is going to 2 different council camps, will they have to upload their camp docs health forms twice?
What are the 2 different council camps? Are they one going to Carpenter and then one going to GSR, or are they going to different?
No, Yagu and Valley
Um,
both use camp docs.
I am not sure with that. I think that the registrations, just like Black Pug, talk to each other. But I can find out for you. If you want to send me an email, Jessica, I can look into that for you when we talk with them on Wednesday.
Absolutely. I have other things to get back to you on anyway.
Okay, excellent. All right, let's go ahead and split off and we will go right into GSR.
I think something might have happened with the Carpenter breakout room. Do I see it?
No, they're getting split up, Phil.
Oh, okay, there they go.
Anybody else left in here that needs Camp Carpenter?
Hi, Drew. This is Bob Stift. I should be over at Camp Carpenter. Oh,
He's gone. Is there anybody else for Camp Carpenter? Excellent. Let's go ahead and get started. Good evening, everybody. Yes, 55 days before week 1, day 1 at GSR, and we're very excited. Our staff has just done another staff development weekend this 2 weekends ago. We were up cleaning up campsites. For those of you that didn't know, the last storm that we had about 22 inches of heavy wet snow and took down hundreds of trees on the reservation. So it's been machine work and getting things taken care of. The steel that has been taken out by trees that we've been replacing. So we've been constantly working. We've had some troops that come up and help us out with those types of things, which is fantastic. But it has put us back about a couple of weeks as far as getting things together at camp. What does that mean for us? Nothing. Camp will still run the way it always has, super fantastically. Our staff is excited and ready to come to camp. I know that we've had some belly aches with some of the program issues that we've had with Black Pug, and we wanted to talk about that tonight. I know some of you are having issues, especially those that are looking to do full patrol activities for their week. So to touch on the full activities for the week, if you're looking for patrol activities, what we're going to have to do is we're going to do it on the back end. So what we want you to do is contact the program directors and let them know that you have a patrol of 8 that would like to do ATVs. You have a patrol of 8 that would like to do horsemanship. You have a patrol of 8 that would like to do the outposts with the horses. The system, we just put the new things in last week. I've had a couple of emails that came in. We were able to get the day-long programs in, but it looks like we did something wrong, and we got to figure that out because it looks like everything is full, but nobody has signed up for it, so it's not full. But we want it full because we want your scouts in it to have a great time for the summer. So we're still working through those types of little issues that we have, and we apologize for that, but we will get that squared away and make sure that your scouts will get exactly what you all want. And what they all want and all of the activities that they can possibly get. Again, you got to remember Friday is an open program day that we have at GSR for the week. If there is a day of something, it's a bigger week and the patrol doesn't get to do horses or they don't get to do ATVs, we still have Friday that we can make up for that. So we will do the best that we can. We have never turned anybody away from anything in the 9 years that I've been working at the reservation. So we will work with you and your scouts to make sure that they get the best possible program that they deserve at GSR. So we're pretty excited about that. Again, a learning curve with Black Pug. I know a lot of the program has been going in with the merit badges. We had to fix a couple of the merit badges that were combined together. And that seems to be figured out. The scheduling seems to be figured out. I know it's a little difficult with the schedule. I don't understand it quite as much as my program directors do, but it looks like the kids do. It's kind of like a high school schedule. It's kind of wanky to me, but all the kids are like, oh, I understand. It's like school. I'm like, okay, teach me, because I need to know. So, but for that, the program has been working really well. It looks like there's been a little bit of a miscommunication in the guides as far as swimming merit badge and BSA guard. That might be changing as far as more hours put into both of those programs. So just be advised for that. There'll be something that'll be pushed out for those that already signed up for those merit badges, and we will work out those time links and everything else like that. It was something that was put out, and we want to just take care of it and be on top of it, and make sure that the scouts are getting the appropriate timing that they need in their classes and getting the proper education that they need, especially on the waterfront, right? Kids as much that are in swim teams and everything else, and safety is always paramount at GSR. So we just want to stay on top of that. So that might just change a little bit, and the schedule will be flexed for those scouts that have signed up for those merit badges or for BSA guard. So just wanted to touch base on that. Pre-camp meetings. So pre-camp meetings again are 13 days prior to the day that you come. So the Monday prior to 13 days of you coming to GSR, that is where we will be doing Zoom pre-camp meetings. The camp directors are excited. One of them is in camp school as we speak. So Nick Radlewski, my son, is one of the camp directors, as well as Coleman Low Plummer. Coleman will go to camp school in June with the rest of the staff that is going to camp school. So we're kind of really excited about that, to have them all trained to come back in. We have a few extra people that are going for different training. One of our program directors and camp directors might be going for aquatics training, just so that we have that extra background for those types of aquatics things. We have a new COPE director, and she's been working closely with Aiden Duncan from last year, and Aiden did a great job. So coping climbing is going to be super fantastic this summer. The tower will not get done this summer, but we definitely think that the lower end of the cope course that hasn't been used in the past few years will get redone, and we'll be able to use the entire course. The tower will still be able to be used, but we will reface it probably in September, October timeframe for the 2025 season. But we will be able to add some extra elements, some more team elements is what my team has wanted. It's just where the kids are up on the elements with each other, and it's not just a single element. So they're working in pairs and teams. So I think it's pretty exciting that we'll be able to get that stuff up and running for this summer, as well as some low cope elements will be added this year for cope. So we're really excited about that. Horses are coming, ATVs. Staffing, we are still staffing. We're still trying to hire a few staff members. We lost a couple that are moving on and doing bigger and better things for themselves, which we always encourage. So if you have any scouts or adults that are looking to do something this summer, please let us know right on nhscouting.org. We have our application system for applications for camp staff. So we are pretty excited about that. With that, I don't have very much more to go on. With the fire with Carter, again, we've talked about that in the past, and I'll talk about it again. We do have bathrooms coming in for the adult leaders. Gilbert Hall, the 2 restrooms at Gilbert Hall will be for 18 and under only this summer. Adult leaders will be encouraged to use either the bathhouse that we have brought in on a trailer or go down to visitors. It's a youth protection thing, and we want to just stay on top of that before we get those bathrooms squared away into single stall bathrooms, which is the plan for the future to get that done. Again, bathrooms will be come in, and we will also have a couple of circus tents that come in. One should be going over the handicraft pavilion, where the handicraft pavilion is going to be for this summer. That will not happen until the week after camp ends. So pretty much our week 9 is when the handicraft pavilion will be going up, but the foundation will be going up before camp has started. So we'll have the foundation, tables, everything down there, as well as a circus tent for the scouts to have a place to do their handicraft before the pavilion is built. We will probably have a second circus tent down by the trading post in the main waterfront. That's where we'll have our Scoutmaster Sup is, and we're thinking that might be kind of an area for leaders if they want to work. We will also have Bell Abin open for leaders if they need to go and sit down and be in a quiet place, air conditioning, and need to do some computer work. We'll have that availability open to you as well. And with that, I think I'm done. I think I'm long-winded. I think I can go into everybody's questions. I think there's a lot of information that we just passed, but it's really exciting. So when was the last day to select activities for morning, afternoon, and evening? I believe that date is June 15th that we have in the system. Will be the do all end all. But you can still contact the program directors after that if there's some changes that need to be done. Our goal is to have all program changes done by your pre-camp meeting. So 2 weeks out, that would be the ideal thing, unless there's a severe emergency, a scout breaks a leg, breaks an arm, can't do swimming anymore, can't do canoeing. Those type of things we can do. We're just trying to stay away from having a long line on Monday mornings and a scout missing half of a merit badge class because we didn't have everything squared away for them. With the system that we have, we should be able to take care of that, and be in a pretty good place that we'll be able to do all that. As far as a day-long program is, that time change will change a little bit because of travel time. So we're going to build that into it. So it kind of be like a 9:15 to a 3:15 type of a thing. Just so this way we have the vans and get everybody over to where they need to go as far as ATVs, logging camp, and horsemanship. There's a camp director's chat listed on Daniel Webster Council for May 19th. There is, John? I thought this was my last one. If there's one on the 19th, then I will be there. Thought this was our last one. Two seconds. Yep, May 19th, 2024. Thank you, John, for that one. This is not my last one, so we will have another one. So that'll be great because that'll be right after Camp Docs comes out. So we'll be able to answer more questions for Camp Docs. And if there's any other last minute program questions, we can take care of that. John, thank you for reminding me on that. I really thought this was my last one. Danny, you can reach out to me and we can figure out what you need help with. Prerequisite guides. So in Black Pug, every merit badge that has a prerequisite, it's noted, and when the scout signs up for it, it will list what the prerequisite is for that. Will tomahawks be offered on Friday during open program? When will merit badges prerequisites be released? Thank you. Again, tomahawks on Friday, I am not 100% sure. That would be a program guide thing. I could look at that. If Jamie, if you want to shoot me an email, I can get that information to you. Again, prereqs are in Black Pug, so they are automatically there. This program staff went in this past weekend, and when a scout or an adult leader signs up for a merit badge, it will automatically ping and let you know that there are prerequisites for it, and let you know what needs to be done prior to. Merit badge signups by troop, or are you recommending individually? Jeff, they could do it either which way. You can do it, the parents can do it with their scouts, or the scouts could do it themselves. I know there's certain troops that the leaders are going in and doing it for them. It's whichever way that your staff and whatever your troop leadership decides that you want to do. Charlene, shoot me another email so this way I know what we're talking about on Troop 71 and we'll get that squared away for you. Michelle, for a new camp coordinator, there's 3 spots in Black Pug that you can put for camp coordinators. I don't know if you used all 3 of them or not yet, but there is an extra spot on there.
That's this, I'm wondering about her getting notices for next summer. So could I
Um,
put her in there for next summer?
we will start that process once we get into camp for next summer. So every week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we'll be able to start doing registrations for next summer so we can work on it at camp.
Okay.
I have a few experienced scouts that want to do horsemanship. That they just sign up for horsemanship too. It didn't clearly explain the explanation. If they have the merit badge, the horsemanship merit badge, then they can sign up for horsemanship too. If they don't have the merit badge, then Christy recommends that they do horsemanship 1 and then go into horsemanship 2. So cooking merit badge, from what I understand, the staff said that they will be working with the troops that are cooking in their sites. With the cooking merit badge, they did pull it out of the Scoutcraft curriculum for this summer. Is there a minimum number of scouts to sign up for a merit badge, or can each pick their own choices? They can pick their own choices, or you can sign them up together, however they want to do it. A lot of times, buddy pass, they're like, "Oh, let's go do rifle together," or "Let's go do swimming together," and that's the way that they'll work it. Chris, if you could shoot me an email on the removed registration and we could work that out as far as allocating that money. Afternoon, Alice asks if our afternoon events done by patrol, or does each scout choose what is desired? So it's by patrol and troop, and they just keep putting it in for those types of things. So the afternoon activities, you put the whole troop in for the activity. If you have 1 or 2 more that the activity block is blocked out, just shoot us an email and we can squeeze a couple more in. I've had a couple of emails already. Someone was doing tomahawks in the afternoon. I guess it was maxed out at 10. They had 11 scouts. And of course, we can do all that on the back end. Computer system, we're not in the John Connor days yet, so I still have control over the computer, and we can still control program at camp and kind of still get all the scouts everything that they want besides the computer system. Again, it's just new to us. I know that there's an access for patrol activities to do in the system. We just wanted to roll it out sooner than we were able to learn it. So next year, I'm sure it'll look a lot different, and we'll learn a lot from this year with Black Pug, because we will keep it continuously for the next, as long as we're here, because it's such a great system. What is the evening merit badge offered this summer? Whatever the program guide is, I know that they have their programs, their evening activities in there. I'm not 100% sure on what it is. Again, my program directors do a great job at that. I'm pretty sure fingerprinting is always one of them, but I don't want to say that it is, but I know it's in the program guide. Sylvia said we have boys and girls in that troop. You put the note in it, then the head commissioner will know that. They will put you guys together. If it's something that you want to do as far as programming together, just let us know, and we will make sure that we take care of that on the back end. Jeff Moulton, how do I get a Black Pug? Did you register your troop, or did someone register your troop for summer camp?
Well, somebody else would have registered them.
Someone else registered you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 3 options. They can add up to 3 people for contacts for Black Pug. So if you ask the person to register it, they'll be able to put you in.
Okay, that's what I was asking about they may want to do it themselves. I gotta double check with him, but okay.
Yep, so we put 3 contact emails in each registration so they have access to all of it.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
But Drew, I'm in the same troop as Jeff. So my understanding so far of this conversation is that every parent scout can register themselves and pick their merit badges within this new Black Pug software. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is where's if I'm one of the 3 people that are on this on this account, where is the link for me to send to all the parents for them to go and register? Somehow our troop has totally missed this information.
So if you look at where the contact information is on, actually, I can show you. How about that? Let's give me 1 second. Let me pull up Black Pug and I can show you exactly where it would be.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem. That's what we're here for. And what troop are you?
Troop 9, Atkinson, New Hampshire.
And what week are you guys going?
I forget the week number, but I know it starts July 14th.
Week 4, right, Lori?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So share screen. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
So Lori, I pulled yours up. I'm not going to
Okay.
put too much up, but this is your registration screen. If you
Yep.
click additional actions, parent portal,
Okay.
this is where everything is explained to you on how it goes out to your parents.
Oh.
Your whole roster is there, parents' email addresses. So this is where you would do that. Read through everything, and this is how you can send it out to your parents, and they'll have that option.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
While you're in there, could you show how, if we're gonna choose everything that is done?
Through here I cannot. And the demo system is down right now, so I cannot show that to you right now. But if you look on the support tab here, there are types of videos here, and there's hundreds and hundreds of videos that are here that you'll be able to see and get that information from. If you shoot me an email, I can send that link to you tomorrow once the system is back up. They do all the updates on Sundays for us, and the demo system is where I can go in and I can just show you and do a whole troop and how I pick all their programming. It's just down right this second because they do their updates on Sunday evenings.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Is there a theme for Friday, Alice? There is. The program staff is still fighting with each other on which one that they want to choose. So I will say that they will have something out by the end of May, before we even go to the pre-camp meetings. They're just trying to decide whether they want to continue with the luau theme and keep with the money that they've had and have a little bit extra money to do some more stuff with it, or if they want to do something totally different. We're kind of pushing on our end for the luau because we really like it. And the kids seem to have fun, but stay tuned and we will definitely let you all know what the theme will be for Friday. They originally wanted to do a medieval theme, but I was a little scared of kids coming in with 4-foot swords and running around camp, and I think we all know where that would end up. That wouldn't be very good and safe in Scout Lake. So we're gonna do something different. So we will let you know, Alice. Prerequisites. Heidi, if you need to transfer a scout from one of our registered weeks to another of our registered camp weeks, just shoot me an email and I can do a few in a matter of a minute. It's pretty simple to do. So Charlene, with entering merit badge choices, we still have to fix yours into two different accounts, but we'll be able to put them in. They can put them in together with the separate account into the registration once we get into the advancement stuff and the classes that we want to put them together with. We can do that on the back end for you. Did I answer everybody's question? Anybody that I missed? Going once, going twice?
Drew,
I-
Drew, can I ask you a question? So is it correct, like for the merit badge, scout can choose for like as an individual, but the patrol and troop activity need to choose as a group. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, this is different from last year because last year seems each patrol choose same thing, no matter it's a merit badge or like group activity. So they move as a group. So this year it's different, right? So the merit badge they just go to their individual like choices.
Correct. It's a different system this year. Next year, we'll probably go back if they want to do it as full patrols, we'll be able to fix that. It's just too late in the season. I can't go in since we already have registrations that we already have program that is in. Once we have program blocks that are already taking up and scouts taking up, we can't change it. I can't go back and it would delete everything that they've already chosen. We don't want to do that. But on the back end, if we have to change some things, we can. Like we know, since some of you want to do full patrol activities, we could do it on the back end. We'll be able to get the whole patrol, male and female, together into ATVs or horsemanship or foxfire, however it would wanted to go.
Yeah, so for the ATV, since you mentioned it, it says if you choose ATV, it's a 2 full day program. So how that works, you know, like they're just doing ATV thing in this 2 days, and how about the other thing? They don't do other things?
So nope, they would do ATVs for one full day and they could choose another activity, full day activity. If not, there will be merit badge options for them to do for single days on those opposite days at Hidden Valley.
Oh, so then why say it's like a 2 days program for the ATV?
Again, there's just two different programs that are out there for ATVs. It's not a 2-day program, it's a 1-day program for ATVs. If it says it's a 2-day program in the program guide, I could look at it and we could have that changed.
Yeah, it said 2 all-day programs.
Well,
Okay.
that was where my question was too, but I read it differently. I read that, I think if you're gonna choose Bell, you have to choose 2 separate day programs. Is that correct?
No, that is not correct. You could choose one full day program. There are single day merit badge programs that are available on the Valley side the next day on that Tuesday or that Thursday or vice versa. That we
Okay,
can-
so that was my question too, because I thought I read that you had to choose 2 days over at Bell.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
I
new
don't know.
system and we're just trying to figure this all out. The program directors, they have some work to do for themselves with all of this and they'll do a great job of it. Make sure that your scouts get everything that they need and want.
Hmm. It's just like when I try to go there, sorry, Drew, you know, like just choose one scout and seems that there's a whole lot of things to choose. Each day, each block, and they have a lot of choices to choose. I don't know if there's you know, better way, you know, because I as a trooper coordinator, you know, it seems at this point I can do for the group, but for each individual, 22 of them, it seems so. But if I let them individually choose it, I don't know, like if they know how to, you know, choose it correctly. So it's, I'm just thinking, do you have any suggestion how to approach this program selection?
So a lot of troops that I know have printed out the program guide and sat down with their scouts and have them choose what they want to do, and then the coordinator will go in and do it for them, or they're just going to give it out to the individual scouts and say, you know, this is your program. Choose what you want to do. If you want to work with your patrol, if you want to work with your buddies, to be buddy pairs to do the program together, then they can choose activities to do together.
Mm. Oh, okay. So probably they can have a piece of paper maybe with the time blocks and they fill it in and then, enter it electronically. So, so because when they talk, I don't know, at the troop meeting, they probably won't have like a device like to just, get it talked and enter at the same time. Yeah, we'll try to figure out a way to deal with this.
Okay. Heidi, I have, you have 13 scouts registered. Did you register them as one troop or two troops? All right, if they're registered as two troops, then you will get two, so for the first 10 scouts that you have, it's two free adult leaders. After 10, I think 15 brings you up to 3, and anything over 20 brings you up to 4 free adult leaders. So if you're scheduled for 2 troops and you have 13 and you're having 6 and 7 in the other one, you have 4 adult leaders. Any other questions?
I have a question, Drew. So you mentioned program directors. How do I know who it is for me?
Amanda put it up in the chat.
She did.
Uh,
Okay. It's
yeah. They'll put it up in the chat again. They'll put the program.
thank
director.
you, because I don't want to email you every time I have every
Yep,
question.
Scott just put it in there. It's on the bottom for Program Valley at dwccamping.org.
That's what it is. That's the email, Program Valley. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Then with that, I will let everybody go. We will see you all on May 19th. Thank you, John, for that. I gotta remember that because I'm gonna be in Florida.
Sorry, Drew. Sorry. Just one more question. For the individual, some programs need to pay extra. So for that extra, what do you suggest to do? Individual pay
If
or
they're
the.
paying, so you will not be able to book the program in Black Pug without paying for it.
So okay. So it's the whatever the trooper like leader pay for put all the numbers together.
If it's a troop leader or if it's your parents that are picking the program for their scouts, you will not be able to pick ATVs or horsemanship without paying for it.
Okay, so you mean both a coordinator and a parent can pay for it?
Whoever you have decided in your registration on who is doing the registration, whether you are doing it or the parents are doing it.
Okay, so I mean like but for pay it's just like a balance. So how do you know like this is paid for what thing? It's
So
just
again, once you
total,
go
right?
in and you choose your son or your daughter to take ATVs, in
Mhm.
order for you to check out, you will not be able to register that scout for ATVs until you pay.
Oh, so the ATV also individual. It's this year is not like the patrol thing.
Well, it will, if you want it to be done as a patrol, yes, but they will still have to pay individually.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Last question. ATVs is all 1-day program. Logging camp, whichever programs are all 1-day program. ATVs has an extra charge. Horses have an extra charge. Shotgun has an extra charge, and motorboating merit badge have extra charges. Those are the only upcharges that we have throughout the reservation. Everything else is included with your registration. Again, to clarify, ATVs is 1 full day of programming.
So
All
Drew,
right. Yes, sir.
as per my email, and this might be where some of the confusion comes in the registration for Black Pug, DLP 1, 2, and 3 you can only sign up as a 2-day program. So for ASI ATVs, the first part you have to do, you can only sign up as Monday and Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday as a 2-day program.
Okay,
And
I will
that's-
go in and see what the issue is with that. It's got to be something on the back end that they set up.
Right.
To fix that. So I will go into that tomorrow and fix that.
And that's where I believe some of the confusion comes in, is people are trying to sign
Okay.
up for just the 1 day and it covers 2 days. All the other ones are all 1 day.
Okay. we'll go in and fix that tomorrow. I apologize about that. Vic, you asked me about Foxfire. Foxfire will be offered. We are still working that logistically out, and it should be a full day program. And once we have that squared away, I believe this week we'll put it up in the system, and we will shoot emails out for full day blacksmithing. So the 4 full day programs, the farm, logging camp, ATVs, or Foxfire should be available for those 4 full days of programming at the reservation this summer. All right, like, thank you all for showing up and asking your great questions. We're gonna have a great summer. Staff is excited and they can't wait to get out and start doing everything that we do. Another cool thing from week 3 on, we do have 10 overseas counselors that are coming in from Korea that'll be helping us out. It's gonna be pretty exciting to have. They're all in their 20s and they've been in scouting their whole lives. And it's a bridge program for them to come and work with us and work with our scouts. We think it's gonna be really awesome for them to share culture things with our scouts and share different programs that they do. And it's gonna be pretty cool for the scouts to see and do. So again, with that, I thank you all. To all of you that we don't see, I say Happy Mother's Day. And you all have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Drew.